wants to start. This guy fits that mold.
And he can do a lot of different things, too. He's not a one-trick pony. This guy can tote the rock. He can catch the ball. He can block. We might even see him throw the ball in this game. This is a jack of all trades.
Looking to move it through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
We were talking to the defensive coaching staff coming into this game tonight, and they said we really feel good about our pass rush. We feel like we've got guys up front that can win one-on-one. We've got to let these guys hunt. We've got to let them eat, and they're doing it on the first play of the game, getting a sack.
In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
Yeah, so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road, bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Slips through the line. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. So Missouri's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Leaves it with the back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On third down, he drops the throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Ncaa. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football.
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover. They can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
That incompletion leads to second down and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run, and you open it up for the passing game.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the third down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. He's going to pass. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy here. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch like he did right there.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
That nigga talking a whole bunch of
lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And they finished it off with a score from the 4. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. That's caught. It's Alston. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll run it from the gun.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Might as well stick with him. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything
I got it.
working.
Someone just come back.
Keep pushing this
I
ball
got it.
down.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board
Please
right
add it.
here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. With jet sweep pass. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion, but you've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
To the air. It's Vandergrift. He's right on target. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. First down to start the drive after the break. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. He's got great speed. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming. Coming off a season in which things really didn't go their way in conference play, and they'd love to get on a roll here this season.
Well, this is a team from a roster standpoint, though, that believes they're better on the field.
And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds him out of the backfield. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. 57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Tony.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
The inside handoff. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
At midfield, he's got room. The expressway is wide open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Release to the back. Working the middle, it's complete. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
As a quarterback, I used to love throwing angle routes, especially against man coverage. You know you've got your running back one-on-one with that linebacker, and that's a play your running back should win every time.
Missouri comes to the line with another first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Missouri! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more.
And that pass is intercepted. No good place for a turnover, but this one is particularly bad, and they've got it at the 20-yard line.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
They get him after he picked up 5 and got him inside the red zone down to the 16. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds. As long as it passes the line of scrimmage, we go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Cano. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal coming up. Tries again to get it in. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Great.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Quarterback sneaks it forward and into the end zone for a touchdown. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. Trying to take it back. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He's looking to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Pocket starts to collapse. A little screen to the running back. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
He'll bring it out. It's Kane. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Comes out throwing on first down. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Lets it fly. Grabs it inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. On 1st and goal, Missouri will try to strike pay dirt. They'll go to the air. Pressure coming. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Terrell. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
That's caught. It's Burton. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw, it's Vandergrift. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds. One more snap coming before halftime. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Lofts one high and deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the plains.
Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do.
He'll take the deep shot. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Getting some heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Second down now after the sack. On the ground, it's Roberts. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, going up top. Gets down at the last possible second to avoid getting lit up.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. They'll try to pick up the first. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
4th down and short, you want a no-nonsense run. Nice job by the running back, getting the football, getting downhill, making sure he gets that 1st down.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running.
Touchdown, Missouri! And the punishment has been extended. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Looking for a crease. It's Alston. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Dropping back, it's Vandergrift. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. At the 45 on his way. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counter, coach? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Hey, when everything else is covered, sometimes you just got to look to the big fella. I mean, it might not be the right matchup, but I got the size, I can throw it to him, and he rewards you with the speed.
And he tacks on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Missouri, 42. Auburn, 13.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, these DBs better stay ready, man. I know you're losing the game by a lot right now, but this offense is still taking shots. So you've got to continue to stay ready and make plays like they were able to do on that last one, forcing the incompletion.
Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th.
3rd down and short. They choose to pass it. They got the whole playbook open because it's 3rd and short. On their own side of the field, you could tell the QB wasn't going to make a mistake. He did not want to force the ball, make a bad decision. He throws the football away, lives to fight another down.
It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs. Offense set on 1st down. He leaves it with his back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Got it in the middle. It's Riley. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29. Coming to the line, looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 29. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Vandergrift. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. It's good.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Maryland just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in College Park. That's a tremendous fan base, and they'll enjoy this one all week.
Off play action on 1st down.
It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. On second down, just keeps firing. Got his man to the left. Oh, look out. There he goes. At the 30. He's at the 10. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The clear defensive strategy here is not to do whatever it was they did on the first play. They'll try to come up with a stop after giving up a huge gain. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Calls his own number. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4 down.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Auburn.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he made the extra point without problem. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback checking the play. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. The give to the tailback. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires one high and deep. And it's caught inside the 15. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. The Tigers are marching down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, Tigers! And the beatdown has ensued. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the returner will be knocked down. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass, it's Vandergrift. Quickly complete. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to throw it again. Coming after it. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we go.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense?
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Smart move to keep it on the ground. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. The play action fake. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
It's a little demoralizing, too, I think, if you're on defense, because it looked like you had him, right? It's third down. Everybody's getting ready for a big sack. They're pinning their ears back, trying to get upfield. You just can't make the play. Quarterback's able to escape. He doesn't get the first down, but he did get nice yardage, so I'm curious to see what they do here on fourth.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Oh, he wants it all. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. He wants to throw. Got a man. It's Alston. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. Ready to try the point after. Right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ncaa. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, Dave.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
They'll throw it on first down. Pulls it in. It's Ncaa. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Going up top on first down. Finds his tight end.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. We'll see if they can dig one up. It goes forward this time on second down from the 18. They'll run play action. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but what an opportunity here from the 23-yard line.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Grab behind the line. It's Manning. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! And the stomping has commenced. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely...